Thanksgiving Day Parade. Today, millions of people from around the world are lining the streets of New York City, anticipating the arrival of the year's most spectacular event. Magnificent floats, fantastic big balloons, hit Broadway musicals, and entertainment's biggest stars. All live on NBC's telecast of Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We're hovering in a helicopter, enjoying Manhattan's magnificent skyline, as we eagerly anticipate the National Broadcasting Company's telecast of the 79th Annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And now, live from famous Herald Square, your hosts, Katie Couric and Matt Lauer.
Hi, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving and welcome to Herald Square, where the temperature is a refreshing 39 degrees. Happy Thanksgiving,
and to you too.
And while you're at home basting that bird or throwing around that football, we're here with the other piece of that pie that completes Thanksgiving tradition in America. All the sights and sounds of that parade of all parades, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
And, of course, we're here with 450 kids in pajamas. How about that? There's an image for parents everywhere.
Yeah, parents are thinking, what a nightmare, but they're adorable, and you guys look terrific.
From the time we feast our eyes on old Tom Turkey to the time that old St. Nick rolls into Herald Square with his elves and his reindeer, this is a non-stop celebration. It's set to get underway uptown, so let's go right there right now and get it underway.
And now, Macy's Parade, Uptown host Al Roker.
All right, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I've been watching this extravaganza lineup here at 77th Street in Central Park West, and all I can say is I cannot wait. We got the marching band. They're outstanding. The floats are fantastic. The hip-hop stars, the hippest. And listen to this lineup of first-timers joining the Macy's family of balloons. We've got Dora the Explorer, Mr. Potato Head, Scooby-Doo, and JoJo from JoJo's Circus. Simply put, it's a dazzler. And here to launch the longest-running show on Broadway, Macy's Parade Executive, Mr. Robin Hall. Hey,
Good
Robin.
morning, Al.
Good morning.
How are you?
Great.
I'm here with Chris Meyer, Bill Hawthorne, over 4,000 Macy's volunteers, and these amazing kids from New York City's PS11.
All right.
Who've raised over $7,000 for the Katrina Relief Fund. These beads are for you, Al.
Well, thank you.
This is a genuine article from the Mardi Gras crew of Orpheus who are going to be marching in our parade today. We're all wearing them today to say to our friends in the Gulf Coast, we're with you all the way.
That's an awesome way to start the fantastic parade. We got the 79th Thanksgiving Day Parade. Okay, Robin, it's magic time.
All right, everybody, help me start the countdown.
All right, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's have a parade!
Live from New York City, the National Broadcasting Company presents its annual telecast of Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade with your hosts from today, Katie Couric, Matt Lauer, and Al Roker. From NBC's holiday special, The Little Elf, Harry Connick Jr., King Kong star and Oscar winner Adrian Brody, the host of NBC's Three Wishes, Amy Grant, star of Stage and Screen, Christina Applegate, country superstar Leanne Ryan. From NBC's The Office, John Krasinski and Rainn Wilson, R&B greats Aaron Neville and Brian McKnight. From NBC's Days of Our Lives, Peter Reckles, American Idol winner Carrie Underwood, The West Wing's Kristen Chenoweth, the cast of Sesame Street, Broadway legend Tommy Tune, recording superstars The Beach Boys, Queer Eye Jay Rodriguez, Telemundo superstar journalist Maria Antonietta and Maria Celeste, Miss USA 2005 Chelsea Cooley, Animal Planet's Jeff Corwin and Keegan-Michael Key. With recording stars Allie and AJ, B5, Natasha Bedingfield, the Cheetah Girls, Rita Coolidge, the Click 5, Tiffany Evans, Michael Feinstein, Brie Larson, Puffy Amiyumi, Rihanna, and from Broadway, the casts of Sweet Charity, Jersey Boys, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and the Radio City Rockettes. With new giant character balloons, Scooby-Doo, Dora the Explorer, Mr. Potato Head, JoJo Circus, and to cap it all off, that holiday superstar, Santa Claus.
And while the parade's getting ready to roll uptown, getting ready to rock Herald Square, 450 members of Camp Broadway. It's a program that makes theater accessible to young people.
That's right, Matt. And filled with the spirit of the holiday, these kids bolted out of bed to be a part of Macy's parade. So still in their jammies and ready to spread the word in a song by Broadway composer Andrew Lippa and choreography by Tony Parisi. Sorry, Tony. The members of Camp Broadway with We Give Thanks Today.
NBC's telecast of the 79th Annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is being sponsored in part by Fisher-Price, Play, Laugh, Grow, and by the all-new 2006 Buick Lucerne, a sponsor of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade telecast. Buick, beyond precision. American Idol winner Carrie Underwood, the stars of NBC's The Office, plus Christina Applegate from Broadway's Sweet Charity. And this spectacular view of New York is from the new observation deck at Rockefeller Center. The parade marches on next, here on NBC.
And welcome back, everyone. A spectacular aerial view of Manhattan on an always magnificent morning. Well, they said it in West Side Story. Matt, I know you like to quote Stephen Sondheim whenever possible. The air is humming and something great is coming. And obviously, this crowd down at Herald Square, and really all along the parade route, can't wait.
That's right. Actually, a lot of the action getting ready to take place uptown on Central Park West and following the festivities, our own Uptown guy, Al Roker. Al?
Hey guys, thanks a lot. Away from the 9 to 5 grind for the holiday, 2 stars of an exceptional show described as a docu-reality parody about modern American office life. It's humorous, absurd, poignant, it's got it all. Made 2 wacky workers from the unique NBC hit comedy, The Office, Mr. John Krasinski and Rainn Wilson. Guys, good to see you.
Nice to be here.
Nice to see you, Al.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Now, you guys share our office workers. Describe your relationship on the show.
The hatred? No, it's
Hatred, competition,
Yeah.
and a little love.
A little love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit of love. It's like the guy that you sit next to every day that you might not want to do that, but every once in a while we get along.
Now, before you were actors, were you guys actually 9 to 5ers ever?
Oh,
I did some
sure.
9 to 5 stuff. Yeah, I was a professional intern for a while. Did a lot of internships.
Oh, the
A
intern.
lot of photocopying and paper cuts.
Yeah, I was fired from basically every office job I ever had.
Well, thankfully, you guys got a job that's going to keep you employed for a
That's
while.
right.
Like
That's
that.
right.
Well, enjoy the parade. We're going to meet you a little later by the water cooler. You like that? At the office. Sorry. Tuesday nights, 9:30, right here on NBC. Guys, back down to you.
All right, thanks so much.
And before we get going, I want to mention that today's parade is being broadcast in high definition, so if the camera could pull back a little bit, that would be great.
AKA wrinkles are us. Anyway, when Christina Applegate broke her foot during an out-of-town tryout of the musical Sweet Charity, she pictured a promising Broadway debut going up in smoke, but with the grit of Charity Hope Valentine herself. She kept the show alive, made a glowing debut at the Al Hirschfeld Theater, and if her friends could see her now.
Parading the Razzmatazz showstopper, I'm a brass band, Hollywood star turned Broadway trooper, Christina Applegate, and the cast members of the smash revival of Sweet Charity.
I'm a brass band, I'm a harpsichord, I'm a clarinet. I'm the Philadelphia Orchestra, I'm the modern jazz quartet. I'm the band from Macy's Big Parade, a wild town medieval laugh. I'm the bells of St. Peter's in Rome.
Recording sensations Brie Larson and Allie and AJ. From NBC's Days of Our Lives, Peter Reckel. And a number from Broadway's Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. All live here on NBC.
And welcome back, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. And take a look at some awesome aerial shots of the parade route, courtesy of our NBC Chopper Cam. In the air or here at Herald Square, the view is great no matter how you look at it.
And the anticipation, well, you can just feel it, right, Matt? It's coming from 2.5 million people ready to cheer on this parade of parades. And, of course, Al Roker is always where the action is. So let's head uptown and see what's happening in his neck of the woods. Hi, Al.
Hey, thanks a lot, Katie. Hey, meet one of the biggest stars ever to light up daytime drama for his role on NBC's Days of Our Lives as Bo Brady. Mr. Peter Reckel has won the hearts of millions of loyal fans. Congratulations. Happy Thanksgiving. And I understand you've got a special 40th anniversary episode airing tomorrow.
Tomorrow. It's been 40 amazing years. I've been very, very fortunate to be part of almost half of it, so it's been great, yeah.
Now, Bo Brady's a rebel cop. He's got a motorcycle, an earring, and a tattoo. Is that based on your own life?
Oh, yeah. I was looking at... Bo Brady's been known to steal a few motorcycles. I've been looking at some of these
those
cop
police
bikes.
officers. No, you can't do that. Please don't get us in trouble on the parade. Well, Peter, so much congratulations to you and your cast.
And to you
for
10 years.
10 years on the Today Show.
Yeah.
But also we're looking forward to watching your anniversary special tomorrow right here on NBC.
Yeah.
Peter, enjoy the parade.
Good to see you.
Hey, ladies, Peter Reckel. All right, now back to Herald Square. Matt and Katie?
All right, Al and Peter, thank you very much. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, based on the hit film, is a mega musical centering around a couple of con men living on the French Riviera. One is suave, the other is kind of a small-time crook, played by Norbert Leo Butz, whose tour de force shenanigans scored him a Tony Award for Best Actor in a Musical.
He tears down the house nightly at Broadway's Imperial Theater with his hilarious send-up of a guy looking for the good life and dreaming of great big stuff, recreating that showstopper, cast members, and that dirty, rotten scoundrel himself, Norbert Leo Butz.
I thought I'd seen it all. I thought I knew the score. But coming here I found a world I've never seen before. Now I know where I belong. A life of taste and class, with culture and sophistication pouring out my nose. What do I want? I want this. I want this. I thought I had a real gift, that penny anti-grift. But Freddie's getting ready now to give his life a lift. I'm tired of being a chump. I want to be like Trump. 200 pounds of caviar in one gigantic lump. Give me great big stuff. This is how I gotta live. Great big stuff. Oh no, alternative. Great big stuff. I want my silver spoon. Don't need it right now, but I bet you get it soon. Oh, yeah. I want a mansion with a moat, around which I will float, with some vast bottom babies in my glass bottom boat. A house in the Bahamas, paisley silk pajamas, poker with Al Roker and our friend Lorenzo Lamas. Give me great big stuff. I really do deserve it. With servants who will serve it. I don't give a dang what it's for. Every day my birthday, every night is my bar mitzvah. Rap stars that love me. Give me a posse tight. Chillin' in the city, sitting pretty in the caddy with P Daddy or Pop Diddy or whatever. Oh, I'll change my name too. I'll get my hatchback all pimped out. The islands in the winter, the Hamptons in the summer, the fashion plate I date'll keep me humming in my Hummer. The cash to keep me idle, the chicks to keep me vital. 'Cause if I were a rich man, I'd go yadle, deedle, diddle. Nothing cheap or shabby. shout. I just want someone to love me for my money. Yeah! Oh, yeah!
We'll be back with Amy Grant from NBC's Three Wishes, plus some magical music from Broadway's Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Don't make a move. We're live here on NBC.
And welcome back, everyone, to the 79th Annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. As you can see, the parade is making its way down to Herald Square. We understand that Big Bird is around Columbus Circle. The inchworm is inching its way down to our location, Matt.
Big
and the
Bird
crowds
just
are flocking.
Yeah, got it. Big Bird just had breakfast at Jean-Georges and is now on his way.
Little high-priced bird seed, right?
Anyway, Grammy Award-winning recording artist Amy Grant has taken to the road all across America lately, fulfilling the hopes and the dreams of deserving Americans in the heartwarming NBC series called Three Wishes.
And earlier in the week, Amy took to the road in a handsome cab here on New York's West Side, mapping out the same route today's spectacle will follow. So let's go along for the ride.
Hi, everybody. I'm here with some new friends, and we're about to take an adventure ride, following the very same parade path that Barney and Big Bird and all the Macy's parade marchers will take on Thanksgiving Day. You guys ready to load up? Come on. The parade marches on down past legendary Central Park, filled with magical moments for kids of all ages. You can take a ride on a carousel, you can sail on a lake, you can skate on the famous Woolman Reef, and of course there's the zoo. The parade then winds its way around this New York landmark, Columbus Circle, marble monument to the great explorer. The spectacle then marches on down to Broadway, to the heart of the theater district, where thousands of young people from across the country arrive in this town every year. Next up, marchers will pass by the reinvented, reinvigorated 42nd Street. Now this has theaters, old and new. As we head toward Herald Square, looming tall is the world-famous Empire State Building. And finally, the 79th Annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade enters Herald Square with all the magic that comes with this annual spectacle. And from all of us, three wishes for everyone. Good health, a happy Thanksgiving, and here's wishing for a white Christmas. Hey, work! Merry Christmas, everybody!
And happy holidays to Amy Grant and the crew at Three Wishes. You can see them Friday nights at 9 right here on NBC. And by the way, you should look for their Christmas special. That's on December 2nd.
How'd they do that snow thing?
On
That's pretty
cue.
cool. Broadway audiences, meanwhile, have been mesmerized nightly at the Hilton Theater by that famous magical flying car in the fun-filled musical Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I loved it when the car came out. I was like, that is so cool.
My son's going to love that one, too. The stage version of the hit film soars with such memorable songs as Truly Scrumptious, Hushabye Mountain, and the Oscar-nominated title song. Here to perform the delectable Toot Sweets, cast members of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Excuse me, sir. What is it now? Don't waste your pucker on some all-day sucker, and don't try a toffee or cream. If you seek perfection in sugar confection, well, there's something new on the scene. What do you mean? Toot sweets, the candies you bristle, the whistles you eat. Toot sweets, the eatable, tweetable treat.
Yes, Daddy. Toot, sweet, toot, sweet. The toot of a flute with the flavor of fruit. Toot, sweet. No longer need candy be mute.
This grand innovation in candy creation will cause a sensation, I know.
The kiddies will crave for and eagerly rave
A
for.
whistle to savor and flow.
He likes it.
Does he? How can you tell?
Trust me.
Their values intrinsic.
The parsony minstick. Marshmallow mouth for you much.
Though licorice is chewy.
And gumdrops are gooey. And chocolate is charming to crunch.
That sugary pie.
That feast of your life
It's clearly the best of the bunch. Sweet, toot, sweet, the candies you whistle, the whistles you eat. Toot, sweet, toot, sweet, that eatable, treatable treat. Toot, sweet, toot, sweet, a bomb to blow on a gossip and pound. Toot, sweet, toot, sweet, with eatable, treatable sound.
Back to work! The public will hate them, and ad infinitum. Returns will repeat and repeat. Quite so, quite certain. They look rather freaky. They're squeaky and leaky. In brief, I reject them too sweet.
Oh, very good, sir.
I won't risk my name, my wealth, and my fame on candies that no one will eat.
But, Daddy, listen to them play.
The cast of Sesame Street, Oscar winner Adrian Brody, plus top legends, the Beach Boys and Aaron Neville, when we return live here on NBC.
An amazing view of the parade route and parade day from our NBC cameras that are perched high atop some of New York's classic buildings.
And perched high up on 77th and CPW, or Central Park West, our uptown kind of guy, Al Roker, who has all the action. Hi, Al.
Guys, I'm standing here with a little bit of Hollywood history. He became the youngest actor to ever win an Academy Award for his virtuoso performance in The Pianist. And now the folks are in for more thrills this December 14th when he stars in the new movie, King Kong. Adrian Brody, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, thanks for that.
You know, this is amazing. You get to play Jack Driscoll in the new movie, King Kong. Tell us about his part in the adventure.
Well, Jack is, the story starts off where we're all going to essentially shoot a movie. Jack is a screenwriter.
Right.
And Ann Darrow is the leading lady, and I guess gorillas and screenwriters have the same taste in women.
Well, you know, you're a New Yorker, and in the movie, you actually get to drive a taxi cab in the film. That ought to be kind of a kick.
Yeah, well, it's what I got to do with the taxi cab that was actually fun.
Takes place in the 30s, and I hear you guys had to recreate New York, even Macy's, while you were on location in New Zealand.
Yeah, it's a funny world when you could recreate New York, and it's easier to do than shooting actually in the city. But it was pretty amazing what they've done.
That's the magic of Hollywood or New Zealand. It's got to be really the most awesome King Kong ever captured on film, or at least I guess you guys are hoping so.
Well, I would put money on it. You know?
Yeah.
I think this is the film that's made Peter Jackson want to be a director. So
that's right. He saw the original, the 1933.
He's been trying to make this movie since he was 10.
Wow.
So.
And as far as is this your first Thanksgiving Day parade?
Yeah, I'm born and raised here, but I never kind of made it out. I never beat the traffic out to the city. But.
Well, Adrian, happy Thanksgiving. We're all looking forward to seeing King Kong opening up December 14th everywhere. All right, Adrian, happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
Now back to you guys.
Recording stars B5 and Rita Coolidge from the NBC Holiday Special to Happy Elf, Harry Connick Jr., and the hits of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons from Broadway's Jersey Boys, all here on NBC.
And as you can see, an aerial view of a sea of marchers going down Central Park West, entering Columbus Circle, getting ready to head down here to Herald Square. It's very exciting.
It's one of the prettiest views. Al is about 10 blocks north of that. on Long Central Park West, and he's got what's going on at the parade's starting point, Al.
Hey guys, on December 2nd here on NBC, The Happy Elf, an animated family holiday special, will make its debut, and we think it's going to be an instant classic. It stars the voice and music of this legendary performer, Mr. Harry Connick Jr. Harry, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Al.
Now, you wrote the songs, you sing the songs, you do the narration. You're a real slacker, aren't you?
Yeah, I leave it up to other people to do all the work. I just show up for the good stuff.
Now this thing airs December 2nd, and once you're done with that, you're going to be on Broadway in the Potomac again.
Yeah, that's right. We open in January, and the official opening's in February. Previews start in January, and I'm excited about it.
And if that's not busy enough, we know you were on Will and Grace not too long ago. Are you going to make another appearance as Grace's
2 more shows, yeah.
That's great.
Ex-husband, though, not ex-wife.
That's right. You're not. Well,
Right.
you didn't have an operation. No. Okay. Harry Connick Jr., congratulations, all your success.
Thanks,
and
Al.
we'll be watching The Happy Elf December 2nd on NBC.
Thank you, man.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks,
Enjoy.
you too. Thank
Best
you.
to you and your family.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, Herald Square is where all the action is. That's where I'm going to be heading. So I'm going to see you guys very shortly. I'm getting in a police car and heading downtown. Hopefully it takes me to Herald Square, not downtown. Back to you guys.
Tell Harry we said hi, Al.
I was like a ventriloquist there. My mouth didn't even move for that.
Sorry.
Critics are singing the praises of the new musical Jersey Boys, the story of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Blue-collar guys from the wrong side of the tracks who invented a unique sound and sold 175 million records in the process.
You made me blush in high def. Their gritty, rags-to-riches story and 60s mega hits are rocking audiences nightly at Broadway's August Wilson Theater. Right now, with a medley of Four Seasons classic hits, the stars of Broadway's smash new musical, Jersey Boys.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You're just too good to be true.
Falling
Grammy winner Leanne Rhymes, Big Balloon, band leader Barney, and SpongeBob SquarePants, plus the spectacular Radio City Rockettes, when Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade continues live here on NBC.
They epitomize style, glamour, excitement, and stamina, performing 5 shows a day with an amazing 1,500 eye-high kicks, dazzling millions for more than a quarter of a century.
Get set as these leggy legends perform Deck the Hall, a brand new opening number from this year's Christmas Spectacular. Of course, nothing says the holidays in New York like the world-famous Radio City Rockettes.
Next, the parade enters Herald Square. The new Scooby-Doo balloon, plus teen singing sensations Tiffany Evans and the Cheetah Girls. It's all live here on NBC. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the moment is finally here. Now entering Herald Square on its 79th anniversary, the 2005 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
And as you can see, the fun has arrived, a magical scene sports this classic through a blizzard of confetti and clowns and balloons, including the traditional Macy stars. Matt, Herald Square officially rocks, and kids everywhere are in for some amazing moments. Leading the spectacle, Macy's Parade executive producer Robin Hall, fellow Macy executives Chris Meyer and Bill Hawthorne, and our kids from New York City's PS11. I'd say the holidays have definitely been kicked off in style.
Katie, marching toward Herald Square right now, a cavalcade of nonstop excitement. The country's best marching bands, dancers, cheerleaders, and pop performers on floats, and, of course, flying high above 14 giant helium balloons. They are the signature showstoppers in this annual celebration. All of it a holiday treat for children everywhere.
Another traditional treat, Chloe the Clown, a parade favorite, thanks to Macy's Parade Studio. This year, Chloe's an all-new balloon with an all-new look. I think Chloe's gotten a facelift, but the same guardian spirit for all clowns in this yearly spectacle.
And returning to Macy's Parade from my alma mater, Ohio University, the 205 members of the Marching 110. We weren't good at math. Great band, and here they are.
They're ready to rock with Red Light from the 70s movie Fame, a nostalgic number for all their alums, at least one of whom has a claim to fame. Of course, you heard him, Matt Lauer. The Marching 110 under the direction of Richard Sook. Rhythm. What happened to you? Anyway, make Ohio proud. Quick quiz. Name or sing the Ohio fight song.
Oh, stand up and cheer for old Ohio. That's all I know.
Okay, on second thought, don't. The mascot?
Bobcat.
All right, and a little tougher. What is the well-known clothing store in Athens, Ohio that supplies the band with its uniform?
Barron's Men's Store. I lived right above it, junior and senior year.
Aha, ergo your high style and good taste. Anyway.
Traveling back in time, a pilgrim man and woman bobble down Broadway as balloon heads celebrating the 375th anniversary of the first Thanksgiving.
That's right, and we should mention that good-looking pilgrim woman is Rachel Schechter, who's a student at Yale in her spare time. And can we talk turkey? Old Tom carved a permanent place in this yearly extravaganza. In fact, he survived 34 Thanksgiving dinners and looks delectable as ever with wings flapping, eyes rolling, and head bobbing. A star since the first Thanksgiving. Now that is staying power, and I think Rachel was actually the woman riding along with Tom Turkey, not the inflatable.
Thank you for pointing
balloon.
that out.
Okay, do we rub this guy or what? Making his debut doggy run down Broadway. This is the world's favorite mystery-solving canine, Scooby-Doo, furnished by Warner Brothers Consumer Products.
Next month, that totally lovable top dog will unleash his new DVD mystery movie, Scooby-Doo, Where's My Mummy? But it's no secret our Great Dane detective prefers a munchie to a mystery any day. Today, he'd need a Scooby snack the size of your front door.
You know, Matt, Scooby-Doo may quiver at the sight of his own shadow, but he's still one for the books. Scooby-Doo holds the Guinness World Record for most cartoon comedy episodes ever produced.
The Big Bird Balloon, plus American Idol winner Carrie Underwood. Don't miss a beat. Live here on NBC.
Welcome back, everybody. The magnificent Soaring Spirit Canoe celebrates American Indian art and culture, and keeping beat to the drums World champion fancy dancer Larry Yazzie and his 6-year-old son Jessup, part of the powerful theater company Spirit, the Seventh Fire.
By the way, on the journey, recording great Rita Coolidge, who celebrates her first jazz CD release, and so is Love. But right now, Rita salutes her Cherokee heritage in a poignant rendition of The Dream.
The dream takes wings and flies across a noble land, through both blue and stormy skies. It reaches out to every man. Warmed by the sun, caressed by the breeze, sustained by the beauty of meadows and trees, guided by stars through the rain rough and mild, the dream finds its way to the heart of each child. The dream takes wings and flies across a noble land.
Check out the superstar of the species flying south for the holidays. It's the Big Bird balloon. Happy he's not a turkey today. With a beak the size of 9 of them, our feathery friends furnished by Sesame Workshop.
Almost half the length of a jumbo jet. Everything's big about this 18-year-old veteran of Macy's parade, especially the jumbo job he's done teaching so many kids how to read.
On Sesame Street, he's a 6-year-old in an 8-foot 2-inch tall body. Today, Big Bird's tall enough to place the star on top of the tree at Rockefeller Center.
Sesame Workshop, the nonprofit organization behind Sesame Street, brings the most famous street in the world to the most famous parade with the 1-2-3 Sesame float. Let's do the math. Make that 31 consecutive Macy's parades as the show enjoys season 37, expanding young minds in over 120 countries worldwide, for which it has won more than 100 Emmy Awards. That is awesome.
You should be the count, Matt. There he is. This year finds everyone on the street focusing on exercise and healthy habits. So let's join the Muppets and cast members for the feel-good song of the day as they put on those dancing shoes.
Look down at your feet. They're trying to give a couple of clues. They might look like just a pair of sneakers, but they're really your dancing shoes.
So put on your dancing shoes and dance away the blues. When you got on your dancing shoes, you can dance away the blues. He said dance away the blues.
Sometimes you're gonna win, and sometimes you're gonna lose.
But when you got on your dancing shoes, you can move any way you choose. Now put on your dancing shoes and dance away the blues. When you get on your dancing shoes,
You can dance away the blues. We said dance away the blues.
there's no wrong or right way.
It's no good or bad.
Just think of the fun that we're gonna have.
So put on your dancing shoes. I said put on your dancing shoes.
We said put on your dancing shoes and dance away the blues.
Pick your feet up off the ground and just move, move, yes, all around. We say move, move, yes, all around. And put on your dancing shoes and say goodbye.
NBC's telecast of the 79th Annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is being sponsored in part by MetLife. Have you met life today? By the Nikon D50 Digital SLR. Incredible pictures made incredibly easy. And by Macy's. Way to shop.
Still to come, Broadway legend Tommy June, Chicken Little Big Balloon, plus recording stars Leanne Rimes, Aaron Neville, and Brian McKnight when Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade returns, live here on NBC.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Back in New York City, 41 degrees on this Thursday morning. We're back, we're live, and this year we're being broadcast in high definition. Meanwhile, joining the parade from Weebleville, that happened in town where no one ever sits still, Tibby, Tooey, and Bumpus wobbling down Broadway as Balloonicles. With a little help from a driver and a navigator, these movers and shakers are the first ever self-propelled inflatable characters in Macy's parade.
Play School has reintroduced these wonderfully wacky Weebles from the 70s for the second consecutive year. A new generation of kids can discover what we discovered when we were in high school, Matt. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. They're animated, they're oversized, and way, way cool. Check out Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi, rocking the scene with groovy guitars and groupies and rolling down Broadway in their customized tour bus with manager Kaz at the wheel. Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi fans dig their animated TV series on Cartoon Network, which furnishes today's freshman float. I stayed up all night practicing that, Matt.
A week of rehearsal paying off. These super cool cuties were inspired by the real-life superstars, Puffy Ami Yumi, who have gone from hit recording artists to cartoon stars to float characters in Macy's parade. The phenomenon goes on as Japanese pop rock idols Puffy Ami Yumi sing Friends Forever.
Yes, now we say bye-bye, hi-hi. Okay, stepping out to the beat of the parade, that's the historic people pleaser, Strike Up the Band Barney, furnished by Hit Entertainment. Who needs a big brass band when you've got Barney's horn, which is taller than 3 of today's band directors?
Our purple guy's bigger than a T-Rex, which, of course, Katie will tell you, ate meat and grass and plants. Barney prefers good old peanut butter and jelly with a big glass of milk, and today, Barney would need a glass as tall as a telephone pole.
In Barney's 200 million years, sharing, caring, and learning have become a few of his favorite things, and since he first danced into their hearts, he's been a favorite of children everywhere.
Like all of today's marching bands, Missouri's Blue Springs High School Marching Band has been spending endless hours perfecting their marching technique, their playing technique, and on endurance and strengthening exercises. Their director tells us it's not unusual for it to take about a month just to get a minute of music and drill ready to go.
And ready to go they are, the Golden Regiment Marching Band with Pasha Doble from the movie Strictly Ballroom under the direction of Tim Althouse. By the way, that performance was dedicated to one of the principals at Blue Springs High School, Matt, who was to have been here today, but was called up in May to serve in Iraq. So here's to Major Bill Cowling and all of the brave men and women serving our country at home and abroad, and we're all thankful for that.
Well, have you hugged your bear today? We're going to check out these huggable teddy bears furnished by Build-A-Bear Workshop. These teddies are full of furry fun as they celebrate the holiday season. President Teddy Roosevelt, the namesake of teddy bears everywhere. Baramy, the Build-A-Bear mascot, who believes, you know, Katie, that a hug is understood in almost any language. And Paulette Couture, fashion advisor to the furry famous.
Hanging with their fabulous new friends, Allie and AJ, sister singer-songwriters, whose debut album, Into the Rush, has made them tween pop sensations. Performing Rush from the album, Allie and AJ.
Into your hands, into your mind, out of your soul, race through your veins. You can't escape, you can't escape. Into your life, into your dreams, out of the dark, the light again. You can't explain, you can't explain. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Rushing through your head, rushing through your head. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Don't let nobody tell you your love is over. Be every color that you are. Into the rush now, you don't have to know how. Know it all before you try. Take you to another place. Your fears come overload again.
Animal Planet's Jeff Corwin and Keegan-Michael Key, the Pikachu balloon, plus Telemundo's Maria Celeste and Maria Antonietta Collins. The magic marches on, here on NBC.
Welcome back, everyone. The Kids Candy Creation Lab is back on Broadway and taking center stage. Some very lucky kids who found the formula for giant lollipops and licorice sticks and even gumballs.
And the main attraction, those colossal candies coming down the conveyor belt, a la I Love Lucy. As for those classic kisses, the Hershey plant produces 33 million a day. Matt, do you know how many cows they need to produce milk for 1 day's worth of chocolate?
Oh, goodness, got to be something like 50,000. Oh, it says it right there.
Right now, the sweet sounds of five brothers from Atlanta singing You Got Me from their self-titled album, B5.
Corner Boys.
You make me feel special. I'm on top of the world when I'm next to you. I just want to caress you. I love all the things that you do. I'm right here, I ain't going nowhere, 'cause girl, you got me. Hey, going crazy, I'm caught up, I don't know what to do. All you gotta do is hurry, baby. For you to see, for you to see that you're the only one.
Okay, stop everything and check out the first upside-down balloon to ever fly down Broadway. In the midst of his fabled fall, it's the brand new Macy's Parade Humpty Dumpty by Tom Otterness, one of the world's best-known public artists. Perhaps this balloon will someday join his other works at the Museum of Modern Art.
Interesting, because keeping that famous off-the-wall character from becoming a smash on Broadway, one of the King's horses and one of the King's men designed by Otterness, plus 25 Macy's handlers.
I get it, a smash on
Thank you.
Broadway. Right now, Barbie's first ever original princess tale comes to life aboard Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus, furnished by Mattel. In the DVD, Barbie stars as the enchanting princess Annika, who shares adventures in the magical cloud kingdom with Brietta the Pegasus, a beautiful winged horse, and learns valuable lessons about believing in your dreams.
Along for the royal ride, a young performer whose meteoric career is the stuff of dreams. Singing Hope Has Wings, 16-year-old Universal Casablanca recording artist Brie Larson.
Pop sensations Rihanna, Natasha Bedingfield, and the Click 5, plus Queer Eye guy Jay Rodriguez. More holiday surprises when Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade marches on, live here on NBC.
Ahoy, matey. We're back and out to sea as 650 award-winning members of the Mike Miller dance team go totally overboard with the splashy routine Symphony of the Seas, staged by Laura Davis and choreographed by Lori Murillo and Allison Wigahoff, the Mike Miller dance team. That was very cute. Macy's Parade sends special thanks today to Laura Davis and those amazing dance teams for 20 years of outstanding routine in the pouring rain, on cold, brisk mornings, even, Matt, and 8 inches of snow.
Yeah, we're happy the weather cooperated with them today. And back we go out to sea with some very lucky kids tripping on the Voyage to Adventure. This one furnished by Royal Caribbean International and featuring a giant game board with a massive spinner.
Our sailors navigate the board in their own colorful ships with an adventurous cruise to exotic destinations like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which took over 700 years to build. Imagine swimming with stingrays, surfing the perfect wave on board, dog sledding across Alaska's glaciers, and even climbing atop Mayan ruins.
Let's listen as the Royal Caribbean singers and dancers up the excitement with The Adventure Begins.
Here we go, this is the day of a brand new exploration. Together we will find a way out of that special place inside. Come along and we'll sail away. Exciting times with all your friends.
Okay, the adventure moves on from glacier trekking in Alaska to hula dancing on the island.
A sea of color washes over Herald Square as the Hawaii All-State Marching Band dazzles with a Macy's parade first. 380 kids from all the islands in the state, Oahu, Maui, Hawaii, Molokai, Lanai, and Kauai. Did I get them all right?
Everyone right.
Have come together just for this occasion and are about to make their very first and only public performance.
So for this spectacular musical moment in time, the King's Warriors from the Aloha State march out to a vibrant Tahitian tune, Pate Pate, under the direction of John Riggle.
What an amazing performance and quite an accomplishment. Director John Riggle has been flying Matt hundreds of miles back and forth between all those islands or among all those islands, working with these separate groups as well as their local directors.
And they finally rehearsed together for the very first time just this past Sunday in Washington, D.C. So kudos to the kids, Director John Riggle, and everyone involved. It's a great job.
Now they can pate, right? Okay, who lives in a fully furnished two-bedroom pineapple under the sea? Of course you know the answer to that. It's SpongeBob SquarePants, direct from Bikini Bottom, furnished by Nickelodeon and dressed to the gills in a smart red tie, chic shirt, and size 2100 shorts. All designed by Donatella Versucci.
Once again, the Krusty Krab's foremost fry cook gives high fives to pals Gary the Snail, Patrick Starfish, and Sandy Cheeks as he flashes those superstar teeth, each one the size just about like a boogie board.
SpongeBob weighs in today at 785 pounds, dripping wet, and all in all is bigger than a New York City hotel room. A more absorbing character would be hard to fathom. Meanwhile, getting ready for Thanksgiving Island style, some kooky creatures doing their thing on Crazy Critter Island, furnished by Georgia Pacific Dixie Crazy Critters. Among the Mad Cat Menagerie, Chicky the Chimp, the life of the party animals who love to go ape on the bongos.
Dunk the Hippo's bonkers about bathing and today takes a super soak in honor of the Critters' holiday guest. She made a big splash with some sultry sounds of the islands on her smash debut album, Music of the Sun, singing Pon de Replay, Barbados-born teen singing sensation, Rihanna.
Recording starred Leanne Rhymes, Super Grover Big Balloon, Broadway's Kristen Chenoweth, and after the parade, stay tuned for the annual National Dog Show presented by Purina. 12 noon, right here on NBC.
And welcome back, everyone, from Swiftwater, Pennsylvania, marches this year's smallest band. These Pocono Mountain East High School kids number 82, but their slick routine and dynamic drum and bugle corps sound says it all. Big time.
Making their parade debut with Defying Gravity from the smash Broadway musical Wicked, the Pocono Mountain East Marching Band under the direction of Timothy Ike. What
a great debut. We'd also like to welcome Al as he takes his place here in our booth. Nice to have you.
Well, it's nice being had, and it's nice being here.
Especially on Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, that's one turkey to another. About these Pocono East kids, they're small in number, but big in heart and showmanship. And what memories they're going to share with folks back home rooting them on today.
Right now, Animal Planet's magnificent new float showcases an awesome range of animals across the globe, from parrots to a panda, an African elephant, and a majestic humpback whale. The fascination goes on.
In fact, just back from searching for the Yeti on Mount Everest, Jeff Corwin. He's traveling with Nahi, the Bloodhound, this year's winner of the AKC National Championship, and Animal Planet's Keegan-Michael Key, the new host of The Planet's Funniest Animal.
I love that
show.
show.
Is that unbelievable?
Yeah, I love it. I never miss it.
It is truly one of the funniest shows on television.
I know. Very funny.
They've got a funny producer, too.
Our executive producer of the parade, Brad Lockman, makes us say that every year, but really, we mean it. Meanwhile, ready to grunt and squeak and squawk with the animals, the star and director of the upcoming tour of the classic musical, Dr. Dolittle, Broadway legend, Tommy Tune with Talk to the Animals.
If I could talk to the animals, just imagine it, chatting to a chimp and chimpanzee. Imagine talking to a tiger, chatting to a cheetah. What a neat achievement it would be if I could talk to the animals, learn their languages, maybe take an animal decree. I'd study elephant and eagle, buffalo and beagle, alligator, guinea pig, and flea. I would converse in polar bear and python, and I would curse in fluent kangaroo. If people ask me, can you speak rhinoceros? I'd say, of course. Can't you? And if you just stop to think of it, there's no doubt of it, I shall win a place in history. When I can walk with the cats and dogs, talk with the toads and frogs, grunt and squeak and squawk with the pigs and hogs, and they can squeak and squawk and speak and talk to me. Happy holidays!
What a cool float. Meanwhile, flapping down Broadway, chirping, acorns keep falling on my head. Wasn't that written by Bird Bacharach, you guys? It's the fabled Chicken Little, furnished by Walt Disney Studios and taller than a 7-story building.
But he's actually pint-sized in the newly released computer-animated hit comedy, Chicken Little. The film picks up after he foolishly mistakes an acorn falling for a piece of the sky. But this time, that foul's no fool. The sky really is falling, and it's up to plucky Chicken Little to save the day.
Chicken Little Balloon is definitely on acorn alert. Those style and specs he's wearing, Katie, are wider than 4 car windshields.
I like those specs, by the way.
Luckily, we don't have foul weather here tonight.
That's cute,
It
Al.
worked out well, yeah. Luckily, I keep my feathers numbered for just such an emergency.
Chicken Little, a bit of an air hog.
That's right. Well, from the Walt Disney Resort comes a magical ship of dreams carrying a crew of everyone's favorite Disney characters. They're in the midst of the happiest celebration on Earth, honoring 50 years of Disney theme park magic.
And Grammy Award winner Leanne Rimes recorded the moving celebration anthem. Its message, in a child's imagination, dreams always come true. Ladies and gentlemen, Leanne Rimes sharing the magic with Remember When.
Neverland was your destination.
Still ahead, Charlie Brown and the elusive football balloon. Pop legends, the Beach Boys, plus four-time Grammy nominee Michael Feinstein. Don't miss a beat, all live here on NBC.
And we're back at Herald Square for a dazzling dance routine, Dallas style, as the Lake Highland High School Wildcat Wranglers slip and fly and twirl their way down Broadway, bringing a little Big D to the Big Apple.
You're going to love this story. To raise money to get the Mighty Bulldog Band from Laredo, Texas to New York City, the director, Roger Duran, vowed to camp out on the roof of Peter Piper's Pizza until he could say it 3 times fast. No, actually until he could get the locals to come through with the necessary funds. After 10 days and nights, he finally decamped $30,000 closer to his goal.
Wow, here's the topping on the pie. Congratulations go out to the Bulldogs head drum major, Uriel Torres, who received this year's Bob Hope Band Scholarship Award for exceptional commitment to his band and his community.
No doubt led by a director still overwhelmed by the aroma of pepperoni and extra cheese, the John B. Alexander High School Band.
Kickoff time as more than 120 million Americans tackle that unbeatable holiday combination of turkey and football, traveling first and 10 down Broadway with all the excitement of game day, the NFL's Road to 40 float, and the countdown to Super Bowl 40 in Detroit begins.
Getting a hero's welcome past Super Bowl stars Roger Craig, Otis Anderson, Desmond Howard, Franco Harris, and my pal Marcus Allen.
13-year-old Tiffany Evans has a lot to be thankful for. Right now, she gives back with her beautiful voice and the song, Who I Am. Ladies and gentlemen, Tiffany Evans.
Let's give it up for another MVP, in this case, most vulnerable player. 2.5 million parade goers cheer on good old Charlie Brown and the elusive football, furnished by United Feature Syndicate. Down on his luck, Chuck has been trying to kick that pigskin since 1950.
But is he despondent, defeated, depressed? Don't ask. Macy's Parade is always one of the big moments for little Charlie Brown. At 576 pounds, our pumped-up Peanut could free lift a sumo wrestler.
Well, this time that luggable blockhead just may make the big kick with a little help from his friend Jean Schultz, wife of Peanuts creator Charles Schultz. Jean and her son Brooke Clyde are 2 of the 51 balloon handlers. And a little known fact, Jean is a trapeze artist. She practices the trapeze every day.
Wow.
In another Macy's Parade first, the Oklahoma Centennial Commission furnishes Oklahoma Rising as the Sooner State gears up to celebrate its 100th year in 2007. A team of Clydesdales pulls an authentic covered wagon featuring famous symbols of the state.
Some famous Oklahomans on the trail. Sports legends Barry Switzer, who gets shot out of a cannon every once in a while.
Every now and then, yeah.
Shannon Miller, Johnny Bench, and Bobby Mercer. Opera singer Leona Mitchell, composer Jimmy Webb, and Gina Howard, member of the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma.
Wow, that's an illustrious gang right now, belting out the classic Rodgers and Hammerstein anthem. The West Wing star who made it from Broken Arrow to Broadway. One of our favorites, Kristen Chenoweth.
Brand new state, gonna treat you right. Gonna give you barley, carrots, and potatoes, pasture for the cattle, spinach and tomatoes, flowers on the prairie where the June bugs zoom. Plenty of air and plenty of room to swing or roll, plenty of heart and plenty of hope. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, where the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oklahoma, every night my honey lamb and I sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma,
Dora the Explorer Balloon, R&B stars Aaron Neville and Brian McKnight, and from Broadway's the producers, Jay Rodriguez. Don't touch that dial. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade marches on here on NBC.
Welcome back, everyone. Heating things up at Herald Square. 40 hip-hop kids rapping and singing and busting a move to the hottest hip-hop beats. I am so down with it.
Woo! Drop the beat, man. Wristband, white teeth and sneaks. Eyes on the beat, you at the edge of your seat, man. We even got a little Latin piano. So all my mama just put your hands in the air now. Better pump your fists, sway to side to side. Ladies, tell them where HUKC survive. We hot right now. So hot right now. Doing our thing. We got it, man. So what's up? Keep it fresh.
They are amazing, and you missed the best show sitting next to me here. The Hip Hop Kids program teaches teamwork and self-esteem, also physical fitness, so they can perform with stars like Jessica Simpson, Destiny's Child, and right here in the Macy's Parade, where they're backed up by the Backstreet Boys. The kids are off the chain.
Hey, for shizzle. And you are getting down with your bad self.
I'm jiggy with it. You know, just call me 25 cents. Sorry.
Anyway.
Meanwhile, it's lights, camera, antics as some new Tinseltown clowns perform some old Hollywood-style silliness and get rave reviews, hugs, and air kisses from the crowd.
Along for the ride, Maria Antonietta Collins and Maria Celeste, Hispanic television superstars and award-winning journalists from U.S. Spanish language network Telemundo, which, by the way, is part of the NBC Universal family.
For the 6th consecutive year, the fabulous Brooklyn Bridge sells itself aboard Bridge to the Future, furnished by Emirata Hess Corporation, traveling the legendary roadway, the 1982 first Hess toy truck, and the 1999 Space Shuttle.
Making the trek with these classic holiday icons, the brand new emergency truck rescue vehicle, complete with sirens, a flashing light, and the longest ladder ever.
While building their bridge to the future, 5 buddies from a Boston music college who graduated to the top of the charts singing Catch Your Wave, power pop band, the Click 5.
In the middle of the night, that's when you caught my eye. I chase you around in memories, through the breezing trees, and you tease me, but hey, the clock's turning around, and you're still playing these games.
Come on, vámonos! We're off on another adventure, this time to join the debut of the first ever Latina balloon, Dora, Dora, Dora the Explorer, furnished by Nickelodeon. And what would an adventure be without her trusty backpack and map? I couldn't help it, I'm sorry.
How long were you outside uptown?
I just love Dora.
On her animated preschool series, our bilingual Latina heroine takes kids on an adventure, and together they help Dora solve problems and puzzles all along the way.
Today's adventure takes her to Manhattan, but if she ever decides to take a trip to the moon, she might have a problem hitching a ride. She's as tall as the space shuttle Endeavor. Buena suerte, Dora.
I love when you speak Spanish.
Right now, some big-time adventure on an expedition to the top of Rhino Mountain, furnished by the fashion company Echo Unlimited. The float features the head of a rhinoceros as it breaks out of the mountainside.
Scaling the heights, the fearless aerial performance troupe Anti-Gravity, and lurking below, the inflatable of the oldest species of animal around today.
Doing some extreme climbing up the pop charts, the album Unwritten, written and performed by British pop star who saw it go triple platinum in the UK. Singing these words from her album, singer-songwriter Natasha Bedingfield.
These words are my own. Yeah. Threw some chords together. The combinations is who I am, it's what I do. And I was gonna lay it down for you. I'm trying to focus my attention, but I feel so ADD. I need some help, some inspiration, but it's not coming easily. I'm trying to find the magic, trying to write a classic. Don't you know, don't you know, don't you know? Pavement full of paper, clever rhymes. See you later, these words are my own, from my heart blows.
American Idol winner Carrie Underwood, the Ronald McDonald Balloon, recording legends the Beach Boys, a lot more parade live here on NBC.
I love you.
Welcome back to the parade broadcast this year in high definition. And the spirit marches on with the swinging sounds of New York's finest, the NYPD marching band, jazzed and blowing cool with Birdland, directed by longtime leader Lieutenant Tony Giorgio.
Very appropriate for Thanksgiving Day, right?
That's right, Birdland.
By the way, following right behind a grand old New York tradition, 8 members of the New York Police Department Mounted Unit.
Yeah, it's a good time to mention that 34th Street and this whole area is an exceptional section of the city, famous for shopping and dining and seeing the sights as New Yorkers do. And for that, we want to thank the 34th Street Partnership for maintaining the streetscapes with TLC and for this small miracle on 34th Street.
And still battling the big blaze, Herald the Fireman, a recreation balloon from more than half a century ago. At 32 feet tall, our fearless firefighter wouldn't need a ladder to take on a towering inferno in a 4th-floor apartment.
And again this year, Harold honors his heroes, of course, the fearless firefighters of the New York City Fire Department.
And here's a first. The Mardi Gras parade comes to Macy's parade as the Big Apple salutes the Big Easy and the rousing spirit of the great city of New Orleans.
And aboard the shiny new Big Apple float furnished by the New York Daily News, New York policemen and firemen who answered the call and joined the Hurricane Katrina relief effort. They ride with the Mardi Gras parade's famous flamboyant crew of Orpheus, undaunted and determined to carry on the tradition of dazzling generations of fans with their own legendary parade coming up in February.
Right now, a taste of the joyful, timeless spirit of New Orleans jazz served up by the legendary Preservation Hall Jazz Band.
Go to New Orleans, you want to go see the Mardi Gras. If you go to New Orleans, you want to go see the Mardi Gras. And if you see the Mardi Gras, somebody gonna tell you what it's carnival for.
parade to a unique American city. Everyone knows New Orleanians have soul and passion, and now we can add an amazing spirit and will to go on.
Katie, the hurricanes had a profound effect on band members and students from the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. We were happy to have them as our guests on the show yesterday. Some of their parents lost their homes and actually moved into their kids' college apartments for weeks.
Amid the chaos, band members missed many rehearsals, but somehow they fought to stay together to gear up for today's debut.
To quote their director, being selected for Macy's parade has been a unifying source of pride and has made them a better band.
So now with a Big Easy medley, the Pride of Indiana Marching Band under the direction of Brian Taylor.
Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, move over, or you might accidentally get clobbered by that klutzy but oh-so-cuddly superhero, Super Grover, longer than a New York subway car, and furnished by Sesame Workshop.
Our kind of clumsy crusader is here to help celebrate Sesame Street's 37th anniversary. Super Grover's mission to save the day while battling his lifelong nemesis. That's his own medieval knight's helmet that just keeps slamming shut in his face.
This year on Sesame Street, our huggable hero will continue traveling the world in new global Grover segments, flabbergasting millions with his superhero skills on an international level. And now 600 top-of-the-heap cheer and dance team captains from across America amp it up with a salute to the Big Apple, presented by Mike Miller. The Universal Cheerleaders and Dance Association starts spreading the news in New York.
New York.
Right on cue, Al.
Thanks.
New York is Thanksgiving Day. Best city in the USA.
They're fantastic. I know, Katie, what happens, you see this group, you want to bolt into Herald Square and presume your reign as queen of the pom-poms, don't you?
Yes, indeed. But only if you guys throw me up, let me flip, and then catch me.
Oh, the
on second thought, by the way, I love their outfits. Weren't they cute?
Yeah.
That incredible routine was choreographed by Michelle Edwards and Liz Ruffino, and congratulations to the man who's brought us both the electrifying dance team and cheerleading captains for 20 years now, Mike Miller. Keep on dazzling us, Mike, for 20 more.
That's right, and the cheering goes on as Herald Square roots for the pep rally float and the current #1 U.S. women's bobsled team, Shauna Robach and Val Fleming. They're about to go for gold at the Winter Olympics in Torino, Italy, and we'll all be watching starting February 10th on the networks of NBC Universal.
The new Mr. Potato Head balloon, Miss USA, Chelsea Cooley, plus teen sensations, the Cheetah Girls, when Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade continues here on NBC.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful Thanksgiving. You know, Tyrone Brown was 13 when he played drums and sousaphone with the Brooklyn Steppers Marching Band, part of a community-based after-school program. Well, now he's a college graduate and the leader of the band, helping other teens to get their lives together through education and music.
That's a great story. And joined by the cadets in New York City, these National High Step Marching Band champs step high to the Isaac Hayes classic, Shaft.
What you talking about?
Watch your mouth.
Talk about Shaft.
Meanwhile, Matt and Al, look who's coming out of his shell for the holiday. Mr. Peanut, saltier than ever in his trademark Nutmobile, furnished by Planters. We love the hat, big enough to hold 240 pounds of peanuts, the perfect holiday nosh for those strolling inflatable elephants.
Clowning and cruising the skies above, half as tall as the Statue of Liberty, is the Ronald McDonald balloon, a symbol of magic and fun to kids all over the world. Ronald's furnished by the McDonald's Corporation.
Earlier this month, with the help of more than 30,000 restaurants worldwide, Ronald McDonald helped raise millions of dollars to help millions of kids during World Children's Day.
The rest of the year, America's favorite clown works with children, reading and recycling, and of course, building self-esteem.
And getting miles of giggles to the gallon, it's McDonald's Chief Happiness Officer, Ronald McDonald, in his very own one-of-a-kind big red shoe car, laced with laughs, all buffed and shine for the holidays.
Ronald teaches everyone the importance of fitness and the perfect fit for a ride-along. Ronald's pals Grimace, Hamburglar, and Birdie the Early Bird.
Right now we're taking a royal ride back in time with Tuttenstein, the boy Pharaoh, who's got kids all wrapped up in mummy madness over his animated series on Discovery Kids.
Accompanying the 10-year-old ruler of Egypt, a pair of Sphinx to guide him, and his faithful feline Luxor to serve him, all beneath a 4-story high obelisk.
In the Emmy-winning series, Tut, the 10-year-old boy king, wakes up after a 3,000-year nap, ready to rock and rule. And right now he rules with Jay Rodriguez, currently starring on Broadway in The Producers, and they rock Egyptian style to the cult classic King Tut.
Now when he was a young man, he never thought he'd see people stand in line to see the boy king. How should you so forget? Did you do the monkey? Now if I'd known they'd line up just to see him, I traded all my money and bought me a museum. Buried with the donkey, he's my favorite honky. Now when I die, now don't think I'm a nut. Don't want no fancy funeral, just one like old King Tut. He could have won a Grammy, buried in his jammy. Got a condo made of stoner.
All right, Pokey fans, once again, Macy's Parade makes the big catch as Pikachu, that adorable mascot for Pokemon fans in over 65 countries, returns to Herald Square to kick off the 10th worldwide anniversary of Pokemon beginning in 2006.
Pikachu's been the loyal companion and best friend of Pokemon trainer Ash, and he's the star of everything from games to movies to a TV show that's now in its 8th season.
Pikachu is only 1 foot 4 inches tall, the perfect size for his best friend Ash to carry around on his journey through the Pokemon universe. So Happy 10th, Pokemon.
R&B stars Aaron Neville and Brian McKnight. Yellow and red M&M's hot air balloon. And don't forget Santa, he's coming to town when Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade continues on NBC.
We're back as the sounds of Swing, Swing, Swing fill Herald Square, played by the 9-time DCI champs, the Cadets and Bugle Corps, under longtime director George Hopkins.
They're terrific. The Cadets Drum and Bugle Corps is the longest-standing such corps still marching, and if I recall correctly, I believe it was founded in 1934.
You are unbelievable.
Very good. By the way, this Allentown, Pennsylvania-based band, chosen from 1,500 auditions. They represent 23 states and 4 different countries.
Universal Orlando Resort furnishes the Holiday Beat Balloon, led by our 4 stories tall drummer boy. Part cold air balloon, part float, 100% amazing. Drummer boys on the march to Macy's Holiday Parade at Universal Studios Theme Park in Orlando.
And keeping step with the holiday beat, Miss USA 2005, that's Chelsea Cooley.
And jogging down Broadway in his Macy's Parade debut, weighing in at more than half a ton, is an American icon, that beloved superstar Spud, Mr. Potato Head, furnished by the United States Potato Board.
Actually, Katie, we should call the board's new spokes Spud the healthy Mr. Potato Head.
I stand corrected.
Okay, check out those muscles as he goes for the Yukon Gold with his rad running shoes, water bottle, and baseball cap.
And he wants everyone to know, guys, that potatoes are not only delicious but also nutritious. In fact, on Thanksgiving, more than 34 million pounds of potatoes will be enjoyed by Americans. The healthy Mr. Potato Head balloon alone could feed 3 of today's marching bands.
So the American icon scores with this parade crowd. They all know when the chips are down, he'll always keep the home fries burning. I'm just glad he's not steamed this morning.
I think he sent you a MASH note. The United States Postal Service has a special delivery, and just in time for the holidays, the spectacular... Hello there, Mr. Potato Head.
Almost turned us into fries.
Wow, the spectacular Spirit of America.
Just as NBC and Macy's are on the job today, the U.S. Postal Service is working to deliver billions of cards, letters, and packages to every address in America and beyond.
Well, he almost stamped us out, but the stamps from all 50 states symbolize a commitment to every citizen, both overseas and at home.
New Orleans-born recording legend Aaron Neville delivers a holiday classic from his album, Christmas Prayer. Here's Aaron with the beautiful White Christmas.
Christmas, just like the one I used to know, where the treetops glisten and all the children listen to hear labor in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your day, may your day, may your
The Garfield Balloon, recording star Michael Feinstein, plus pop legends, the Beach Boys. The spectacle continues live right here on NBC.
Welcome back to Macy's Parade, everybody. Galloping down the parade path for the first time in nearly 2 decades, the world-famous Anheuser-Busch Hitch and Clydesdales, a proud American tradition since they were first introduced in 1933.
Known for their grace and remarkable precision, these best of the best animals hitch up with their canine cohort, a Dalmatian mascot, and together travel some 100,000 miles every single year.
Those fascinating horses were originally bred in Scotland to pull loads of more than a ton. Today they're bred to breed and for shows like Macy's Parade.
And you know, Clydesdales don't do turkey. Did you know that? Anyway, each one will feast on 50 to 60 pounds of hay and 30 gallons of water. That's a lot of hay. Back down on the street, a feast for the eyes. It's the beautiful cornucopia float, a bountiful harvest overflowing with the delectables of the season, furnished by Delta Airlines, the official airline of today's parade.
On board, a hopeless romantic whose new CD and bounty of beautiful music has made his name synonymous with the Great American Songbook. Joining in are the High Bridge Voices, a renowned young choir from the Bronx, kids improving their lives through academics and performing.
So premiering My Gift of Thanks with music by Michael Feinstein and lyrics by Macy's own William Skimmerhorn, Michael Feinstein and the High Bridge Voices.
My gift of thanks on a day like this may not seem like much amid the frantic bliss, but my gift of thanks for all that you have done and all that we share is a heartfelt one, and I will sing it out in a voice both strong and clear as we reflect on why we all have gathered here. It might not seem as grand as I wish it could, but here's my gift of thanks to you. And I will sing it out straight to the sky above. Thank you for everything and for your gift of love. That is why today in this wondrous place I give my gift of thanks, my gift of thanks to you.
Okay, enjoying life in the laid-back lane and giving this parade a big thumbs up. It's everybody's favorite fat cat, Garfield, furnished by Fox Home Entertainment. He's hanging with his best pal, Pookie, who's the size of 700 teddy bears.
The Garfield balloon gobbles up some 14,000 cubic feet of helium. No wonder he's as big as a fast food restaurant. Speaking of gobbling, after the parade comes his usual Thanksgiving feast, microwave lasagna, which, as Garfield puts it, is possibly nature's most perfect food.
And as always, our tuckered out Tabby leaves us with profound words. Anybody can exercise, but this kind of lethargy takes a real discipline.
Here's a fabulous 50s flashback aboard the American Classic Malt Shop with spinning platters, drive-ins, poodle skirts, and proms, furnished by Amica Insurance.
By the way, surrounding that vintage jukebox there, steps reminiscent of 45 RPMs. If just one step were a real record, the doo-wopper would last about 11 hours and 54 minutes. And that two-story ice cream sundae could feed a prom party of about 800 teens.
Taking the retro ride, classic recording stars for 4 decades who are like, so today, sending out those good vibrations for the holidays. The legendary Beach Boys with Little Saint Nick.
American Idol winner Carrie Underwood, plus teen sensations, the Cheetah Girls. The holiday season starts with Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, live here on NBC.
Welcome back, everyone. We hope it's warm and cozy where you are right now. We're checking out Macy's brand new Balloonicle Snowbow, the Happy Hobo slipping and sliding down Broadway. If it gets too warm in that coat and vest, Snowbow's not headed for a meltdown like his famous friend Frosty. Happiness is being a cold air balloon in Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
By the way, it's a big day for children everywhere. They've been invited to Party Hardy with the little people as Fisher-Price celebrates its 75th birthday aboard the magic of childhood.
It's a larger-than-life dream come true as a colorful carousel and adorable chatter telephone pay tribute to some Fisher-Price classics. Remember the Rock-a-Stack ring toy? Who doesn't? If you've had kids, you know them well.
Oh, yeah.
Piled on top of one another, the 52 million Rock-a-Stacks sold since their 1960 debut would reach all the way from Los Angeles to Paris.
Well, popping in on the play date, teen pop divas, the Cheetah Girls, with 5 more days till Christmas from their album, The Cheetah Girls. Cheetah-licious Christmas.
What? This is getting close. Oh, Mom, for real. Come on, girls, let's do this. There's only 5 more days till Christmas. You know that I can hardly wait. We've got the lights up on the tree now, and we're ready for the holiday. The radio's playing all the Christmas songs, just the way that we like. There's only 5 more days and I can't wait. It's almost Christmas time. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more day. All around the world, you know 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more day. For every boy and girl, 5 more nights with Santa to get ready for Christmas Eve. And you tell me that you got me something, but I'm gonna have to wait and see. Every year's getting a little closer now. You know we're gonna do it right. There's only 5 more days and I can't wait. It's almost Christmas time. You know the
5 short years ago, Georgia's Kennesaw High School band first went on the march with only 80 members. Well, today, they're making their Macy's debut, more than 300 strong.
Wow, and if this drum and bugle corps style band is having growing pains, you'd never know from the many awards they've garnered, including the 2004 Bands of America AAA National Championship.
So ringing in the sounds of the season with Carol of the Bells, the Kennesaw Mountain High School Band, under the direction of David Starnes.
on video. And if we told you they were not in a panic, we'd be full of hot air, but they're definitely ready for their close-up. Not exactly contestants for Fear Factor. It's yellow and red M&M's hot air balloons, furnished, of course, by M&M's chocolate candies.
They may be thinking color us clueless as they flirt with trouble, with yellow hanging on by a thread and red struggling to keep his best buddy from flying off into the blue.
Will these classic Candymen get out of this delicious dilemma? Hard to say, but when it comes to sweetness, yellow and red continue to melt your heart, but not in your hand.
And now we're cooking. Macy's Parade Studios whipped up the Holiday Lovin' Oven, a new float furnished by Pillsbury, and baking big time that famously sweet character, the Pillsbury Doughboy.
The crowd's getting a rise out of those kids popping out of the cinnamon rolls and those jumbo utensils. With all that dough, Pillsbury Doughboy's oven could actually bake more than 54,000 cookies.
And now the Pillsbury Doughboy has something else to giggle about. He's been immortalized on Madison Avenue's advertising Walk of Fame.
Rolling with the fun, American Idol winner and Chickasaw, Oklahoma's native, Carrie Underwood, with the title song from her new album, Some Hearts.
I've never been the kind that you call lucky, always stumbling around in circles, but I must have stumbled into something. Look at me, am I really alone with you? I wake up feeling like my life's worth living. I can't recall when I last felt that way. Guess it must be all the stuff you're giving. Never knew it could be like this. But I can't. Some hearts they just get all the right way. Some hearts have the stars on their side. But some hearts they just have it so easy. Some hearts just get lucky sometimes. Some hearts just get lucky
NBC's telecast of the 79th Annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is being sponsored in part by Citi Simplicity Credit Card. Citi, live richly. And by the all-new 2006 Buick Lucerne, a sponsor of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade telecast. Buick, beyond precision.
The brand new JoJo Circus Balloon, Brian McKnight on the Polar Express, and Santa Claus sleds into Herald Square. Celebrate with us when Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade continues, here on NBC.
So who knew housework could be so hilarious? The Daffy Idaho Dance Drill Team, Red Hot Mamas, is a total hoot with shopping carts and 4-foot-tall hats, brimming with holiday gift boxes as they perform a nutty nutcracker with the robust spirit for the holidays.
Here's a sure sign Santa's coming to town, a trainload of kids and dreams, roller coasters up and down the mountainside as the Polar Express chugs down Broadway, furnished by Warner Home Video.
The holiday classic, now out on DVD, tells the story of a doubting young boy whose train ride to the North Pole is filled with magic and wonder as he learns about the power of belief.
Taking the extraordinary journey, a singer whose belief in music at an early age has fulfilled his every dream with the awe-inspiring song Believe from the Polar Express, Brian McKnight.
Children sleeping, snow is softly falling, dreams are calling like bells in the distance when it seems the magic slipped away. We find it all again on Christmas Day. Believe in what your heart is saying. Hear the melodies that play. There's no time to waste. There's so much to celebrate. Believe in what you feel inside.
Strutting her First up down Broadway in her parade debut, the world's cutest clown girl, JoJo, juggling 3 separate animated juggling balls, making this the parade's first ever animated helium balloon.
Disney Channel furnishes JoJo Circus, and it's Jolly Star JoJo, that 6-year-old clown who encourages preschoolers to get up, get active, and join JoJo and her friends, twisting, turning, and shaking themselves silly as they help JoJo out of each and every funny jam.
With 800 clowns in today's parade, JoJo's managed to fill some pretty big shoes. Hers are nearly the size of a city block. All in all, JoJo's 10 times taller than Al, who provided a character guest voice on an episode of JoJo's Circus.
Thank you.
Proud of you, Al.
Thank you.
Okay, the man in red is minutes away. Time for some sounds of the season from Florida's Crestview High School. Marching band as the Big Red Machine paves the way for the sleigh with Deck the Halls under the direction of David Cagle.
Okay, the halls have been decked. The scene has been set. This is the moment this whole spectacle's been leading up to.
I'm getting very, very excited here, and here is the man of the moment. Yes, it's Santa Claus, and what a way to jumpstart the holidays. Dasher and Dancer and the boys, trees, candy canes, they got it all going on.
And the envy of children everywhere, the Camp Broadway kids, still in their jammies, swarm that magical sleigh, pulled by a magnificent team of hand-sculpted reindeer.
You know, we see this incredible scene every single year like a giant snow globe, and somehow it is still astounding.
Every second of this year's parade has been amazing. But this arrival, of course, is the crowning moment. Old St. Nick and Mrs. Claus, his wife of, what, 200 years? What a marriage. What a team.
They're still keeping it fresh.
And I think it's time for our team to say goodbye to yet another spectacular parade.
You know, I'm already having separation anxiety. This is too much fun.
Oh, come on, group hug.
Okay.
The parade is always amazing. It defines the word event. It's like being in Katie's kitchen as she prepares Thanksgiving dinner.
That is one event you don't want to be a part of.
It's obvious the three of us have had a great time today, and we hope all of you at home did as well.
So for Matt, Al, Macy's, and NBC, have a warm and happy Thanksgiving and a great holiday season. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Travel furnished by Delta Airlines, the official airline of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. On behalf of Delta employees worldwide, happy Thanksgiving. Come to the new Delta.com where good goes around.
What breed will win Best in Show? Find out as our holiday celebration continues with exclusive coverage of the National Dog Show, presented by Purina, airing next right here on NBC.